Hello everybody, my name is Senkara, and welcome back, once again, to... Woo! Doki Doki! My timing was a bit off there, but that's okay. Welcome back, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus! And yes, we'll be needing these, because this game is very scary. Last episode, am I right? If you haven't already seen yesterday's episode, be sure to check that out, but it is not important because today we are doing a side story. Understanding Part 1. So yeah, today we're doing Understanding Part 1. I realized I said I was going to do a Satisfaction Saturday this week. It's been a very hectic week, and I haven't had the time to do the work that I wanted to do on it, and I also have a couple of assignments already. Like, the semester just started. It's a wild ride, but you can help me out by leaving a like and a comment below and giving me some support. Subscribe and tell a friend. Alright, Understanding Part 1. Begin the side story. Yes, please. Okay, so if you don't already know, last week's episode, side story, we did Truth. Was it? Trust Part 2. And, yeah, that was a wild ride. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. It's so damn good, holy shit. But Sayori and Monika had a bit of a bonding experience, and, Sayori admitted the truth about herself. Monika doesn't seem to have, spoilers, lost the plot. But, unspoilers, yeah, so Yuri has just come, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or someone has just showed up, so let's see how this goes down. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monika and Sayori to turn their heads. I like that the side stories all intertwine as well, so it's all in linear order, not just random stuff, which is what I thought it would be, since it's called side stories. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Yuri! There she is. Oh, she's so cute. Hello, Yuri. I mean, ... everybody's surprised for some reason. Well, no, it's fair enough that they would be surprised, and especially considering what those two were just doing. Oh boy. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monika. Hey, I like this spot. This is different. Alright, I'm vibing it. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across with reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monika leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Ah, yay! There you go, Monika. How do you feel about that? Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? Nope, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Ain't she just a sweetie pie? I know I pick on Yuri a lot, but I do love her, okay? She's just my least favorite, that's all, but I still like her. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement, and when Natsuki's in the room, she just takes all my attention, and so everybody else just, loses it. But Natsuki's not here yet, so it's okay, we can like Yuri. It's happening, oh my gosh! Ah! Oh, my mouse stopped working! Ah! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monika, this is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Well, that's an interesting name, never heard it before. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Oh, good enough? There's no good enough, it's a club, silly. Everyone is welcome here, you don't have to be good enough. Oh, do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. Aw. New Yuri. It's different. Because we haven't seen Yuri properly like this. I mean, we've seen Yuri shy before, shy around the main character because he's a new person, but we haven't seen her shy around everyone else because we see the glimpses, and it's not even that glimpsy, she's shy but not acting like this around us because she's got all her friends with her, and now she's in a room with completely new people she hasn't met before, and that's interesting. I vibe it. I like it. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monika. Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Fantasy? I like fantasy. I vibe fantasy. I thought you were a horror girl, Yuri. I like horror too. We have the same taste. You know what? I vibe. Like books? Yuri looks at Monika. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle DuPont? Annabelle DuPont? Oh my, she really is British, isn't she? Annabelle DuPont's not a British name at all. That's not remote, that's not British. Still, only British people would read Annabelle DuPont. I can't say I have, unless... Is Annabelle DuPont French? Is Yuri French? Oh, well, she is my favorite author. I am her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri, okay, I won't give her the French. That's probably offending someone. Whoops. Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. Aww, that's so cute. Aww. I haven't seen the side of Yuri. She's very straightforward. Again, I'm not a fan, I gotta say it. You can borrow my books I wouldn't mind. Just straight up, like, you guys just introduced each other as like, so, hey, I wanna know more about you. Do you guys like fantasy? OMG. Have you read Annabelle DuPont? Oh, you should. You can borrow my books. Like, it's cool. I don't mind. Like, just do it. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. I know you're so interested because I'm so awesome. And that's what I'm getting from this. I realize that's not what she's, like, trying to be. And she doesn't think that highly of herself. Maybe. Probably. She just always gives off that impression, though. And it's annoying. But I do like Yuri, I promise. You're really in for an incredible experience. And her British accent just does not help. It makes her seem superior. All hail Britannia! I mean, what can I say? Monica stammers completely caught off guard. Yeah, me too, Monica, me too. Monica stammers caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was just like, that's really, really awkward. This is not how you have conversation, Yuri. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. Yeah, I'd love to. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Monica understands me. Yeah, we're looking at each other. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. Jeezums. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. So you guys are annoyed by her as well? I'm glad it's not just me. Oh my gosh, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I know, right? I've never seen her like that intense. She's so like full on. I mean, we've seen like glimpses of it again, but like, jeez. I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. But that's probably a joke compared to what she's into. Mood. I'm sure it'll be fine. Del Toro Quest is the best fantasy, just read that. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it seem kind of like that? A little bit, but she likes horror too, don't you worry. Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. That's true. That's a good point. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. Aw, Monica's cute. Again, we don't see... Jeez, my mouse is lagging. What the hell? We don't see the side of Monica at all, like ever. Either. Big... Maybe at the very end, I'm not sure, but she's not really like this, and the way she talks as well, it's different. Like, it's very clearly Monica, but you can tell the difference, right? It's not just me. I should stop playing with those, it's making loud noises, but you can, like, tell the difference. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can put things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. That's a good way to look at it, Sayori. I should pick up on that. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. I think she already feels comfortable. I think she thinks she's in charge, so I think we're good to go. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Yuri lowers her voice. Oh, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. Nani? She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. Ah, the second coming. I'm back. That's not her voice. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy. Oh, I'm back. Oh, I can't do it. I don't know why I can't say I'm back in Yuri's voice. It just doesn't work. Combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Oh boy, yeah, I ain't reading that. I'm good. No, I'm good. I can barely read books this big, you know? Well, and this big, that's a bit much. Well, there are probably a few things, let alone several of them this big, you know what I mean? There are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Why don't you just have me read those ones first then? Seriously, like why don't we just read it in canonical order, or the order that it came out, or the order that it's meant to be read? No? Okay. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. Yeah! Jeez, oh my goodness, so annoying. You know, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monika smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Nice going, Sayori. She really knows how to handle a situation. That's what I love about Sayori. She's great like that. Oh. Okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. Jeez. I don't know how to, like, describe what I'm thinking. It annoys me. It annoys me. Her attitude, and it's just like, alright, and we have to talk to each other, like, fucking, I just want to talk about my book that I love. I don't give a shit about you, jeez. I mean, she's probably not thinking that, but that's the impression she keeps giving off, and I don't like it. I don't like it. What made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out about because... Yuri glances over at Monika. Monika came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. She just introduced herself. You can't even remember her name? They introduced themselves twice. Yuri, come on. It's not a hard name, Monika. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. Aww, that's kinda cute. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monika told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided it was probably irrational. Yes, it was, definitely. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I was just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as worst possible scenario. I understand that. That's okay. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Well, you don't have that problem. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. I feel ya. I went to the poetry club this week, and it was a bit like that. It was alright, you know, I can handle multiple people. I don't like it, but I can. But there's just this one guy who was just so annoying, like, holy shit. He just came in like he was in charge. Just owned on. I was just like, oh my gosh, shut up, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And that annoyed me, and so it was much less enjoyable. But I wrote some cool poems, OMG. I did poetry for the first time, and it wasn't half bad. These girls have been teaching me the good stuff, you know what I mean? So, it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. You heard me. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think it on. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. That is a look of concern. Looks like Pinkie Pie. She often reminds me of Pinkie Pie, old Sayori here. And you know, like Pinkie Pie, she starts a bit tense. But once you get to know her, she's pretty dang fantastic, I gotta say. How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till last minute. So yeah, that's something kinda silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Yes, that is how conversation functions. Sayori nods. Maybe I don't like Yuri because I see myself too much in her. You know what? Understandable. Have a good day. I mean, I ain't shy at all, but I don't know how to conversation. I would be like that too. I'd be like, so now I share something that I'm into? Is that how this works? I don't know. I don't know how to do I don't know any of this. What? Nobody taught me how to talk to people. What do you want? Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck with me now. I'm not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as Vice President of the Literature Club. Ah! Nice! There, now you're stuck with me. Her yandere tendencies coming out. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. Yeah, I feel that. I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have to worry about something, I don't know. You probably read it. I accidentally pressed the button. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. Yeah, I feel that. I like nature too. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have gotten the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. Ooh, that actually gives me a good idea. Verb, I know what I'm gonna do today. The three continue their conversation. Oh, if anyone's interested, I was just thinking I'll get coffee club for dinner and then head on down to, there's a really nice park area and a little, like, pond nearby where the gym is, which is where the martial arts club is, which is tonight, or last night for you guys. But yeah, anyway, I was just thinking I'll get coffee club and then go there and train for a while before training. Train before training. Always training, ladies and gentlemen. Always training. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but found it difficult not to join in. Oh, that's good. That's good. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book at the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Aw, that's so sweet. Gotta love Sayori for taking an interest in others. That's what I really love about her. Maybe I should date Sayori instead. Oh man. Anyway, Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. That's so sweet. I'm really enjoying these side stories. They're definitely, like, the main game is very much a game, right? You know what I mean? Like, in terms of how these girls are acting. They're all their caricature type things, and they're all trying to, you know, they all like you, and you get to be with whoever one you like. But here, they're themselves without loving anyone, you know what I mean? And that's really something. I really like seeing the side of them. It's good. It's nice. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. Oh, that's good. I love that. It really feels nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. Really appreciate you, Sayori! Anyway, she was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Oh no! I'm sorry, I was just hit with Sayori feels. Oh, it made her happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? And how Yuri was so comfortable around Sayori, because Sayori's just so great. She's a wonderful person. How is she feeling about the next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying her best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with someone new, with something new to look forward to. Hell yeah, like caramel. I'll be bringing caramel to the next meeting. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. What? It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us, is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. Me too, Yuri. I'm sorry about yesterday. So she is self-aware. Okay, that's alright then. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. When you put it like that, that's okay. It was annoying, but you are redeemed. You are forgiven. It's okay. I still love you. Yeah, I get that. She was excited to talk about something with someone finally for the first time ever. But she did skip the social convention of actually talking to each other first and learning about each other before forcing your books on people. I mean, wouldn't you be annoyed if someone you just met was just like, oh, I love this book. Oh my goodness, fantasy is amazing. You guys should read this. Here, have it. Read it. Do it now. Like you just meet her and she's acting like that. You get where I'm coming from, right? But redemption. That's okay. That's okay. You are forgiven. You know, I'm a Christian. That's what we're all about. Repent and you shall be forgiven. It was so inconsiderate of me. Inconsiderate, that's the word. Yeah, it was a bit. But that's okay. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so you couldn't even remember Monica's name. Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Get me a girl like Sayori! Dot. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that no one was truly interested. That is true. I mean, what? But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. It's a great thing about Sayori. That's why I love her so much. Because if you love something, then she tries to love it too, you know? She takes an interest in your life, unlike some people I know. She doesn't watch my videos, so I can say all I want about her. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Boy, that was uncomfortable. Well, the thing is, we don't have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have been working on recruitment stuff mostly. Perhaps some club activities would help with recruitment. Just a thought. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? That's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. Aww. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. It's okay, Yuri. You're alright. You're a wonderful person. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Just so we're clear, the guy I was referring to at the poetry club is not like Yuri, you know, he's an extrovert. Introverts can be forgiven for this sort of thing. Extroverts, however, you know, they know what they're doing. No, they don't know what they're doing. That's the problem. They never understand. Friggin' extroverts. Goodness me. Bad as Amber. I don't think Amber watches my videos either, so I can diss her too. If she is, then you're as bad as her. Oh, I love you, Amber. Love you. Oh. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Dusk Bell. Is that like dumbbell, but at night? Is that when you hit the gym during the dusk? I love that. That sounds great. Dusk is night, right? Yeah, dawn is morning, dusk is night. Or evening. Still, is that when you hit the gym at dusk? Part 1 of the Everlast saga. Everlast? That sounds familiar. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Oh, Sayori. You're so cute. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. Paper? Jesus. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Tears them. Goodness me, it's just... How much do we need to know that we need a whole friggin' graph for it? Wait, how come you need paper? To explain all the intricacies. Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Crikey! How much do you think I'm gonna love this? Yeah, notes? Like, what? I'm good, eh? Yes, that's an effective strategy. I love Sayori so much. No, I didn't appreciate her enough before. It's okay, we're gonna do all the endings. We're gonna do all the girls' endings later on after we complete the main story, because we gotta get all the side stories, and to get all the side stories, we gotta, get all the girls' different stuff, so gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the game, to genre, not game. ... Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. Wait, what joke? It was just Sayori being silly. I forgot already what she said. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Aww. Oh dear. Fire truck. Nyum. There it goes. Nyum. Sirening. Fire truck nyummed. I like fire trucks. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably best that it did. Probably, yeah. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try help and make... Okay, I love you and all, but shut the hell up. Sorry about them. Anyway, well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. How would you know? Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Aww. How to be more like Sayori. Just make people happy like this. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. What's really interesting about Sayori is how she can be like this despite her depression, you know what I mean? Like, despite everything that weighs her down, she really wants to make people happy. And so she can be extroverted even with her depression. And you know what? It's making me tear up again. Oh no, not again. But you know what? That's really admirable. And I really like that. And I think we should all try to be a little more like Sayori, because I know there are probably a lot of the viewers here, we've all got some issues of our own, don't we? Sometimes maybe we should just be a little more like Sayori, like don't hide your problems and insecurities, but use it as a tool to help other people be happy. I think that's a wonderful thing. I think that's a wonderful thing. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. That is true. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No, Sayori rubs her shoulders against Yuri's. Aww. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. ... Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic. First time I read races, I thought like cars, and I was like, what the hell? But races? Why is that important? Like what? No, races, like people, I got it. The more questions Sayori seems to have. Despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that's fun to follow along. That's awesome, I love that. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. I like that. I like world-building. That's always great. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do.
What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just putting down the feelings that come to my head, you know? But this is like, there must be such planning and hard work. You're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness, and then she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. Aww, I love that! The fact that Sayori notices things like that! I love Sayori so much! It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading it now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Not passionate. I mean, she is passionate, but patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. Me too, Yuri! OMG, we're so alike. I don't like it. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of her book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that the poem was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. She's so cute. Aww. Are these footnotes? A lot of dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. Origairu has footnotes like that. Love that. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged, and I love how Yuri is treating this as well. You know, Sayori's reading, asking questions, and Yuri's just so relaxed and enjoying it and loving it. And I love that. You know, some people can be so impatient. Patience is a virtue, a very good virtue. Everyone should strive to be a little more patient. I noticed that we can't save the side story. It makes sense, we can't load them. But yeah, so I appreciate patience like this. It's really good. Because I take a long time to read things as well. So I get it. I mean, I don't have to ask questions like what does vindicated mean, but I take a while. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense and she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, while Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Like, how I'm reading out loud now is how I read in my head as well. Like, I have to read it like that, you know, read it with the correct pace. I can't just go, the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? You know, like, I have to read it properly in their voices in my head as well. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? You see, that's how I read things in my mind. That's why it takes so long, is because I take in all the pauses and like to imagine everything with explicit detail. Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. I thought it said bananas at first. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. Jesus. Poor Sayori. Oh dear. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But I've never taken notes while reading a book, like, especially a fiction one. Oh my goodness. That's a bit much, I just want to read, you know? But her reductions in questions comes not from her getting used to that was a hard sentence, but rather her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Oh, poor Sayori. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? It's not a test, sweetie. She wants to know how much you like the book. I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and do my best so I can see it the way you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. Why? Why not? not? We can do something else tomorrow. But, I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? Yeah, what did she say? Hold on, let me see if I can take it the way Yuri does. Takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb, but I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see it the way you do. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Okay, so I think Yuri might be thinking Sayori doesn't see it the way she does and is not enjoying it. But that's not what Sayori means, because Sayori does enjoy it because she loves making people happy because she's a perfect human being. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So yeah, I think that's what's going on. But we'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm beginning to understand the Yuri. Yuri. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. See, now you're gonna make Sayori feel dumb. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. No, go! Chase her! Get her! You weren't making me? Sayori is left alone with her words. Aww. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. No, Sayori, no, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. No, she's just an idiot. Like you feel dumb reading the book, Yuri is dumb in social situations. It's like she said. So don't worry, my girl, don't worry. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Oh, I would really appreciate. I really appreciate how much she gets into it for the sake of others. You know, she wants to see how Yuri sees it. And that is something that's so important. I really love that. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. No! I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure that if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Why you gotta hit me with the feels right at the end? Ooh, a new side story. Ooh, guy, boy. Oh, right, just understanding part 2, right? I already knew that was coming. Pictures. What did we get? Yuri. Finish the side story, understanding 1. Awesome. That's cool. Can't wait till Natsuki comes in. Oh, yes, please. Cannot wait. I am very excited to see Natsuki's introduction to everyone else. I want to see how she acted at first around everyone else. Like, I'm really interested. We're seeing a new part of everyone in the club, and I am very much like to see that in Natsuki, so I cannot wait for that. I'm surprised I haven't unlocked it yet, though. Because I took Natsuki's route, so it would make sense. But it is going in order, so to get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and reviewing their special scenes. Right, and there's 3 characters. Right. So it's 2 for each one. No, that's not it. There's 6 side stories. Oh, there's only 6? So there's only 2 more. Aww, lame. I want more, but I know I shouldn't. Damn it, Team Cellular. What? Team Cellular? Team Salvatore? That's who runs this, right? Damn it, I want more! May, when does this become a thing? I really want to know. Maybe at the end after things happen, you know. Oh, also something else we should have a look at. No, we'll have a look at that. What the hell is this? Image, happy thoughts.png. We'll have a look at that during the next main story on Monday, because there might be some people who have not seen the main story and is watching the side story first because they're fools. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below to let me know and to let the YouTube algorithm know this video is alright. And please, satisfy me by subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and sharing with a friend. That would mean the world to me. If you could share one of my videos, share my channel around, that would be fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thoughts on this episode?
I think I already said them like during the reading. There wasn't much new. Yeah, there's not much else to say. It's just learning more about Yuri, and it's interesting. Not as interesting as learning more about Monica, though, as we know, because Monica is quite different in the main story than she is in the side stories because of reasons that most of us probably know. But I won't say them just in case. Yeah. But yeah, it's still really great to see this other side of everyone, especially Sayori as well, seeing really coming to understand her more and more. I already understood her pretty well. Probably could have worked all this out, but seeing it in actions, understanding her more and more is it's wonderful. Because we love Sayori, don't we? We love her. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name has been Senkara. And until next time, see ya.